Hey guys, this is Stu here, and I'm presenting you with a special little video I've done today. Video games are a big part of popular culture these days, and a large part of video games is cutscenes. I've played a fair few diverse video games, and I thought I'd share my favorite cutscenes with you. So today, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you my top 6 cutscenes in all of video games as of right now. These are going to be either funny, these are going to be... there's one serious one, the rest are pretty much funny or humorous in some way, shape, or form. I like a good, funny cutscene. Some of them are... there's actually one that's also just plain ridiculous, and everyone makes fun of it, because everyone makes fun of that game. But I like it, so... Anyway, without further ado, I think we'll go ahead and get started with the first cutscene of the game, or the list. Number 6. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was my first Zelda game that I ever played. I actually got it about January of 2007, to be completely honest. I came into the Zelda series a little late because I didn't even really know about it until after Wind Waker had come out. The first time I actually had an experience with it was playing the opening to Wind Waker at a friend's house. And I started kind of liking this series here. So I decided, I wanted to get a game, and the next one that came out was the recently released at the time, Twilight Princess. I eventually saved up and got for the Nintendo GameCube. A reason I like this cutscene is it's a very creepy cutscene for Twilight Princess and very dark. It's honestly always given me chills and scared me a little bit when I was playing the game. It's the only cutscene in the game that I actually, to this day, am still a little bit afraid of, even at the age of 19 now, in 2013. So, this cutscene just earned this place just because of how creepy it is and how big of an impact it had on me. Number 5. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, like I said in the previous clip, was the first Zelda game that I had technically ever played. Only because I started playing the opening to it, but for only a mere 5 to 10 minutes. I didn't even actually get off Outset Island. But after I got Twilight Princess, I was hooked on the Legend of Zelda series, and the next one I got was The Wind Waker. Namely because I'd heard so much good about it, and because it just looked appealing to me. I got the game, and I started playing, remembering what I did to get where, and eventually I got to the Forbidden Fortress here, Forsaken Fortress, excuse me. I remember seeing this cutscene for the first time and falling out of my chair, laughing my butt off because of how funny it was. I was a big fan of Looney Tunes cartoons in the 90s growing up in that time period where Boomerang was still showing all those old cartoons. And the slapstick was very Looney Tune-esque style. Link gets put into a cannon without his own free will, gets launched, smacks face first into this giant stone wall, falls comically in the water, losing his sword, and ends up having to go on a Metal Gear Solid mission here to get back his sword and his sister. Number 4.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Okay, puns aside, the reason I like this cutscene is just because I'm a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. If my avatar was not a hint, look at the beginning of this video. I like Sonic, and I actually one of the few people who actually somewhat enjoy the Shadow the Hedgehog game, and I find this line just somewhat amusing because Shadow's just running through an amusement park all of a sudden, and all of a sudden he just blurts out, "Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?" It's very simplistic and very humorous to me. Number 3. That! Yeah, you know what? To steal from someone, and once again the game audio is coming out of my computer. because I took my headset off. Hopefully you guys are still getting the audio. Oh well. Run, Samus, run! Donk. I love that. My banter from my old YouTube video aside, the reason I love this cutscene so much is right after you finish off Thoridus, you get that cutscene plays, and you just see Samus acting all awesome and badass, and then just a little bit of comic relief pops in the game out of nowhere, which is not Metroid style, and a little rock donks Samus in the head. You can even hear me say in the cutscene how I think it's funny and I laugh. Number 2. Now, before we get into this one, I just want to say real quick that I enjoy some guilty pleasures when it comes to movies and video games, and TV is no exception. I'm into a series that most people consider not too great. It's one of my guilty pleasures, and I just happen to enjoy it a little bit. I just want to say, don't judge me, please, and don't make any negative comments on this. If you're going to, please just accept it for what it is, and accept the fact that I found this personally funny.
Yes, say ho! Always win with the grit, cause I got the funky flow. Yo! Take you down to the ground with a punishing blow. Yeah! Tail beat resides inside my highs. Got my side and prepare to be petrified. Cause it's hard out here for a Jinchuriki when you're fighting and reciting and your rhymes are freaky. My vanquish foes do the dance of defeat, and we celebrate my win with these ice cold beats. Me and eight tails ain't nothing gonna sever. It's win, win, win till the end of forever! Yeah!
Now, I just want to say that I started watching Naruto when I was in probably 8th grade. I was a kid, I was very into action anime, and I grew up mostly in the 90s, where people were trying to do Kamehamehas and turn into Super Saiyans, let me just say. So I actually kind of just like the show, mostly for the action, so I don't mind its bad association with filler or anything. And the particular reason that I found this cutscene, and yes, it is actually from a game, it's not from the anime, it's a scene that you can see in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations for the Tale of Killer Bee. It's the final cutscene in his tale. It's just ridiculous and funny because you can see Naruto, Might Guy, Sasuke, and Kisame doing that funky dance in the background. I don't care what Killer Bee is saying in the foreground or anything. I actually hate rap with a passion, and I was sort of embarrassed at first when I was watching these, but I couldn't help but chuckle watching especially Sasuke sitting back there doing all those dances, just because of how he's such a serious character, and all of a sudden he's turned into this ridiculous dancing fool in the background. And finally, the #1 cutscene in all video games for me.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario!
Uncle Mario?
It's been too long, Nipote. Far too long. I heard what happened in Firenze. Terrible. Come, let's get you all away from here.
Yes, my favorite cutscene from any video game ever as of 2013 is from Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed is a video game series that I've become very big on. I'm a very large fan of it, and I really, really wanted to LP these games, and I was waiting until I got a decent capture card to do them. I now do. Now it's just a matter of I want to finish up the projects I'm on, and I'm going to start doing the games. And the reason I love this cutscene is because 1, I'm Italian, 2, I like assassins, 3, Ezio is pretty much an assassin. Well, he is an assassin. He's pretty much a ninja. So, I mean, what more do you want? He's an Italian ninja assassin who is making a Mario reference, possibly. That's what some people like to say. It's even the right line. No person can sit there and not do this.
It's me, Mario!
I mean, come on, how can you resist doing that? It's too funny, it's too perfect. And then I love the game so much that I've played all of them multiple times, except for the first one, and 3 I've only had one chance to play again. 3 is not my favorite by far. With the new Assassin's Creed Black Flag coming out here, I actually do want to do a video on that for first appearances and looks at, because I'm very interested in talking about that and seeing what other people think. But nonetheless, that's for a different video, and that's not here nor there. Point is, I like Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2 is probably my favorite of the entire series, and this cutscene is just so amazing for me. You get this weird moment of, what, this guy's my uncle when you're playing this for the first time? Then you kind of realize, wait, that was a Mario reference because of what he just said. And all these other things hit you, and it's just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. That cutscene has so much going on in it. And you just got out of this fight with a bunch of guys, albeit which is a long fight, because Assassin's Creed had not yet entered the combat system it started using with Brotherhood yet. Anyway, this has been SS2. Assassin's Creed 2 has my favorite cutscene of all video games as of 2013. I hope you guys enjoy this list. Please don't make any negative comments about number 2 on the list. I like the anime just for the action primarily, and it's something I just kind of got into. I'm a 90s kid who grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball in the 90s. I did watch Dragon Ball GT, but not as much. I purely just like it for the action, pretty much. Anyway, this has been SS2 here, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully on Let's Play something, probably Skies of Arcadia or Batman. I just uploaded Batman today. And, or maybe I'll see you on my Let's Discuss, well, I'm going to call it Let's Discuss Assassin's Creed 4, The Black Flag. Maybe I'll see you there, who knows. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.